little bit of a late start, technical difficulties, everything broke.
Yeah.
But
Wouldn't be a podcast without something breaking.
I fixed it.
Hell yeah.
So no worries.
As you can tell, me and Brett thought that we could trust Daniel and that we could believe in him, but we are not in a really cool office right now. We are at each other's homes.
Yeah, this is episode 10, and we're supposed to be in person.
Okay.
And
Episode 11 will be in person.
I'm sure. Well, I guess that is technically true, isn't it?
that was discussed. Yeah.
Okay. Well. Right. Well, what is everybody playing? What is everyone watching? If you're not playing anything at the moment, guys, I feel like we're all playing a lot of games actually right now.
Yeah, the pool for the games have been kind of big. It's kind of a big pool. I've been playing like mobile games and stuff, but I don't know if those count.
Mobile games.
What the
A
hell?
little bit of mobile games,
Better be like
hopping out.
COD Mobile.
Yo,
That
I've seen
fucking Temple Run.
I've seen some videos on Valorant Mobile, and it looks really good so far. Like from what I've seen, there's like there are a couple Twitter accounts, X accounts.
Don't start this shit again.
It's like Valorant leaks and whatever, and there's gameplay and there's like MVP, like I don't know, like little stills where it shows the MVP of the game, and there's like a little animation. It looks really good. I'm excited for it. I don't know if I'll play it that much, but I'm pretty excited to see Valorant like expand. Dan probably can't like touch on this too much. He probably
I'm not
knows more.
saying anything.
So yeah, but yeah, it looks good.
I couldn't imagine playing a game like Valorant on a phone, because I feel like you just need so much precision unless you had one of those controllers that hooks up to the phone. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. Dan, what are your thoughts?
I guess you could. Yeah. Hey, Daniel, what are your thoughts on
You
this?
guys never play COD Mobile?
Nah, I've never. I've seen gameplay on it. I've never tried it myself. Is that stuff? Is that free?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. No, I've never looked into it.
Or like PUBG Mobile?
I honestly have not played a mobile game in probably 10 years. And back then it was like Temple Run.
Oh, good stuff. And
Dude,
Flappy Bird.
What was that? Yeah, Flappy Bird. I think that was the very last one that I played.
Yeah, that was a good one.
So much that I uninstalled it.
Didn't the guy that made that game? Didn't he make like discontinue it? And then if that app was on anybody's phones, you could sell your phone for a stupid amount of money just to have the game.
Yeah,
Because it got removed from the store.
Yeah, he was. I think it was like he was getting too many downloads. He was getting too many download notifications.
I thought it was like a lawsuit.
I don't know.
I can see that too, because I don't know. But I heard that he was getting too many downloads every single day, that it was driving him insane, just constantly getting emails and notifications on his phone that all these people downloaded his game. And he's like, I can't even use my phone anymore.
Yeah, I never heard that, but I guess that would make sense. That game was stupid successful. That's crazy.
But but that, I feel like that can't actually be true though, because then people can say that about every game on mobile. That's popular,
I'm pretty sure it was a lawsuit.
It could have been. We could probably look it up, but I'm lazy.
I'm also lazy.
It's more fun to speculate, you know.
Yeah. What games are we playing? Brett, what mobile games are you fucking what are you wasting your life on?
Hold on, I got my phone right here. I'm gonna open it and take a gander.
That means he has multiple.
So yeah, Pokemon Go has been a game that I've been playing all the time since like when did it come out? 2012, I think. I think it came out our senior year. But yeah, Pokemon Go was fun. I played Cookie Run Kingdom. That's pretty fun.
That long ago?
I think so. Because I remember playing it in high school.
No. It was after. Yeah, it was after high school.
July 6th, 2016.
I was out of the military whenever it came out.
I could have swore there was a game that came out.
I was living with Sean whenever it came out. I remember him and I would drive around neighborhoods and just try and catch Pokemon.
Interesting. There was a game. I could have swore there was a game in senior year. Anyways, so yeah, I play Pokemon Go. I play Pokemon Go pretty regularly. Cookie Run Kingdom, and Cookie Run's got all kinds of different games. That one's just basically you just build up your kingdom. The game called Match Masters. You know, they actually made another game for Pokemon. It's called Pokemon Sleep. And you basically, it's an app that you open and you put it next to you whenever you sleep. You turn it on and it just catches Pokemon while you're sleeping.
I'm so
What?
confused. I'm confused
That
by
sounds
this concept.
like a waste of battery life.
It's a good game, man. I've only played it once. I think I caught like a Squirtle or something. But then I fall asleep with Twitch or something on my phone while I sleep. I need noise. So I stopped playing it. But yeah, that's pretty much the only mobile games that I have downloaded. I also downloaded a Star Wars game, but I haven't really touched on that yet.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Dude, I'm addicted to this candy.
Oh, high chews are so good.
I literally cannot stop eating them. They're so good.
What are high chews? Is that like just fruit snacks?
No, it's like a
No, it's like a.
It's like a better Starburst.
So good.
Immensely fruity and something else. Huh, interesting. Never heard of them.
Immensely fruity and intensely chewy.
Huh.
They're from like I don't know exactly.
It's a Japanese. Yeah, it's a Japanese candy.
Oh, maybe that's why I've never heard of it.
So good,
when it
though.
comes to food, I am like everything's foreign to me. Like I've had sushi one time and I've had Chinese food twice.
What?
Yeah. That's foreign to me, dude.
Uncultured.
Brett, what do you eat?
Chicken
Cheeseburgers,
nuggies.
man. And
Chicken nuggies and
Dino nuggies. Dino nuggies.
that
Chicken
is,
tendies and fucking.
Oh, and ramen. I eat ramen as well. Good stuff.
Oh, ramen's
Kinda.
good.
Yeah, it's very bad for
Actually,
you, but it's,
oh,
it's
dude.
really good.
I'm gonna get some ramen right after this.
We don't have any
Um,
ramen in the house. I'm kind of jealous now.
Dude, I got the best ramen.
He's getting up
is
to
it
go.
Is it that spicy one?
He's getting up to go and grab it. Look at there. I was about to ask what we've been playing, Tyler, but let's find out about this ramen first.
Mm-hmm.
Shin.
Yeah, this is like the best spicy ramen that you could buy.
Huh. Interesting. You can open it right here.
Well, no, but
Oh,
I'm gonna eat it
look like you're
after
about
this. Yeah, Tyler, what games you playing?
A lot.
Any of them
I-
multiplayer?
Sure. I don't know. I don't think they even could be multiplayer. Well, the first one is I'm going back and playing the Dead Space remake.
Oh,
I'm trying to get all of those trophies. I think I only have a few left. I just beat it on Impossible, which is basically going through it on the hardest difficulty and not dying at all throughout the entire
Yeah,
game.
you
And
get
if
like limited saves too, don't you? It's like only
you
3.
you get unlimited saves, but you have one save slot, meaning like if you
That's
fuck
right,
up in the
that's right.
game, can't do anything about it. You can't go back to a previous save. So if you die one time, it puts your save back into hard mode, but you have to play through the entire thing through Impossible. So if you die once, you have to completely restart.
so okay. I've got a question about that. How does that work? So like, do you just like pull the cord out of from back of your PS5 or whatever you're playing it on,
No,
and then
he
just
doesn't. He's not cheesing it, bro. If he dies, and he's got to start over.
I also don't want to
No.
destroy my PlayStation 5 either by unplugging it 20 times.
wow, that's impressive. Then if you managed to do that,
I literally
That's
did
crazy.
it like 2 hours ago.
oh, you finished it 2 hours ago. Wow,
And the
that-
worst part is you can't do it on New Game Plus. You have to do
Ooh.
it from a brand new game.
Did you record any of it?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay.
man, dude,
I
that
have
that could have
proof.
been
If you look at my trophies, it's on my trophy now, so there's proof.
No, you can hack those. I'm just playing.
I would not want to. I have too many games that I purchased on that account that if I got caught, I would not want to lose that account. I have probably just thousands of dollars of games on that account
Same.
that
I
I,
have-
would
feel
not
that.
want to lose.
How many games do you have on Steam, Brett?
How many games do I have like just on my Steam account?
Mm-hmm.
68 total. But that's like that. I don't know. I don't know if that's including shared libraries or if that's
It
just
is, yeah.
the games that I have. Okay, yeah, I have 68.
You want to know how many
it's-
I have?
I'm not even gonna take a guess because I'm not gonna even be close.
580.
But so if you took the game, do you think you could finish that? Well, how old are you? Are you
In
in
my
your 30s
lifetime?
yet?
No, I'm not 30
Yeah.
yet.
Okay. Do you think when you turn 30, do you think you'll be able to beat all of those games? Like just like beat them
There ain't no fucking way.
in like let's say
In my
5
like
years.
the rest of no. I don't think I could beat these with like the rest of my life. Mainly because
Wow.
I don't think half of them can even be played. Like the current, like some of the like the first Splinter Cell game. Like I don't even know if I don't even think this game runs on modern PCs anymore.
Remember how I sent you a text, Daniel, and I was like, I cannot get this game on another monitor. How the
Oh
fuck?
yeah, I remember that.
And you were like, yeah, man, sometimes old games are just not going to cooperate. And I was like, awesome.
Yeah.
It was like even like the first Call of Duty.
No.
I think
It was The Force Unleashed, the Star Wars game. Wasn't
that
it?
as well. Well, no, I brought the Force Unleashed up and I said it had a horrible PC port because it did.
Oh.
But I know I brought up there was a Splinter Cell game that was stuck on one monitor. There was a Call of Duty 1 that was stuck on one of them. Call of Duty 2 also. It
Yeah,
was stuck on a different-
you're better off. I'm not condoning this, even though like they're not technically illegal. Well,
Here we go.
they're not illegal. They're not illegal. You're better off using an emulator to play those games.
Yeah.
However, the way you obtain those games should be legal.
Sure.
Yeah, they got a website for everything. So if you want to download just
Wink.
wink. Yeah, emulators are great.
Emulators are great.
Yeah.
But, anyways, my segue. Oh wait, no. You weren't done. You only
Yeah,
said
no, it's
you only said
fine.
Dead Space. Go ahead.
Don't worry about it. The new Assassin's Creed.
Mirage.
That
How's
I did
that?
bypass. It's okay. There's a lot less shit in it compared to the other Assassin's Creed games.
Good.
And like the map is probably a fourth of Valhalla and Odyssey, which I very much enjoy. I don't want a game
Valhalla
full
was
of
too big.
I don't want a game full
Well,
of
like
bullshit.
the issue with Valhalla is that like most of the world is pointless.
Yeah.
It's like dude, there was a video I watched where it was like a game designer talking about like how much space you should have between points of interest.
Yeah, it's like 40 seconds. I saw that same
It's
video.
like 40 seconds from like you running in one direction. You should be able to hit a point of interest, and because the comparison was with Starfield.
Yeah.
And with Starfield, if you run in one direction, it's like 15 minutes before you hit a point of interest or something like that. And like that in general, by principle, is bad game design because people lose, especially in today's day and age, whenever everyone, like the TikTok era, where everyone consumes content 60 seconds at a time. Like if you don't have something within that first, like, minute, 2 minutes, something like that, you have people like me that are like, okay, well, I'm just going to auto run and tab out or like look at my phone or something. And you can't do that in Starfield because as soon as you like tab out of the game, it pauses it.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, not going to get on another Starfield rant. That's a couple episodes ago.
So okay, I have a question about Assassin's Creed. So as somebody that's never played Assassin's Creed, when you said there's less shit in it, and then that's good, what does that mean? What do the other Assassin's Creed games have?
So I mean like side missions that take 5 minutes and it's just like, hey, go here. This person stole a piece of bread from me. Can you go grab it really quick? Yeah, sure. Let me go grab that. Kill one guy, bring it back. There you go. There's your, like 500 of those kind of quests.
Yeah.
And to fully complete Valhalla, it was like 250 hours, like to do everything, all the quest and everything. Whereas Mirage is 25 to 30, which I think is the perfect size for a game.
I think 20, 30 hours is like the perfect single player game length, in my opinion.
I agree. And God, that's like a whole nother segue. So in the process of looking at these games and just wanting to know about them before purchasing, everyone was bitching that this game was $50 in only 25 to 30 hours compared to other Assassin's Creed games. And in my mind, I'm like, I was getting so aggravated. 25 to 30 hours is a pretty good, solid game.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about the games whenever we were teenagers, and like the average game was 14 hours. So you had like BioShock that was 8 hours, Dead Space was 10 hours, Last of Us is 10 hours, every Call of Duty is less than 10 hours. So to me, 25 to 30 is pretty solid.
Yeah, and that's also like at least for me, like that's not 100%ing the game. Like you're not 100%ing the game in 20 hours and 25 hours, right? Like you have side quests, you have other like it's Assassin's Creed, so there's like other weapons and stuff you can get, different probably outfits, all that other stuff, right? Like that's going to take additional time, side missions, stuff like that. But if it's like a main story that takes 20, 25, 30 hours, like that's perfect for me.
Well, this was like 25 to 30 to fully 100% it.
So that's almost maybe like, that's a little too short, but
yeah, I think like the main quest is like 12 hours. But it's 100%ing the entire map is like 25 to 30.
Yeah, I have a hard time playing single player games, so like that's, you know, the shorter the better for me.
That was another thing that I was going to talk about, because you know, it's like, oh, you're getting older, you're just becoming less interested in games. But to me, it's because every game now is so incredibly long that I just get burnt out after playing a game for 25 hours, and I know that I'm only halfway through. And it's like, I don't want to do this for another 25 hours.
Well, I feel like that's kind of the repercussions of supply and demand. You know, people want, if they enjoy a game, they want more. They just want more, and then they just pump out more content, and that gives more people that have owned the game for however long more things to play. But then that makes new players like not want to play it because it's so much stuff to do.
Yeah, I think it depends on how you release the content. If it's like, I'm thinking of like an MMO where they like gradually release expansion packs and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I think that's a good principle. What if it's like, but if it's like I don't know, because even Cyberpunk did it well, because they just released their Cyberpunk like 2.0.
Oh, it's so good.
It's like revamped basically all the internals of the game, but people are saying like this is a time for new people to come like to buy the game, and also people that have beat it to do another playthrough.
Yeah, so that's the next game that I was playing is Cyberpunk. I will say like the story. The new DLC really isn't grabbing me that much, but the original Cyberpunk really didn't grab me that much as far as a story. It's more about the gameplay.
Yeah, was it Phantom Liberty or something like that?
Yeah. And to me, I feel like this whole new update in this DLC, they for sure... I know Keanu Reeves is involved, but it's like they wanted you to feel like John Wick. I swear to God.
That's awesome.
Like just the gameplay completely makes the game. You know, it's like 4 people come out of a doorway. You can have your pistol aiming at them, not aiming down sight, but as long as your cursor is on their head, just pop, all 4 of them. Then you slide under. It's
you and I have talked about this, like, I mean, way before the podcast before, Tyler, but like that's why I don't like Fallout games, is because like it takes me 37 headshots to kill this guy. And like it just doesn't feel good. Like it doesn't feel like, I understand it's like an RPG type of gameplay where it's like I need to level up my small arms, I need to level up all this stuff, which like I get, but at the same time like I'm shooting this guy with a rocket launcher to the forehead and it's only doing like 1/4 of his health. Like that's stupid. Like I'd rather I don't know. That's why like even the like I never hear people talk about this game, but like Ghost Recon Wildlands,
I haven't played that one yet.
Where like the gameplay itself is good. It's just a very repetitive game where it's like there's an overlord in this section of the map. You have to kill them. So you go there, you kill them. All right, there's a new overlord in this section of the map. Go there and kill him. Like it's a very the hook, like the gameplay loop is very, very repetitive. And like that's why I stopped playing it, but like it's fun every now and then. I'll reinstall it. Not Wildlands. What's the new one? Breakpoint or something like that?
I think Breakpoint, pretty sure.
I'll download that and hop on and like kill a boss or two, and then I'm like, all right, I'm done. You know, I'll hop off because I mean it is like the same game, like over and over again. But it's really cool to just like go fucking SEAL Team 6 suppressed weapon. Everyone dies in one shot, even the boss to the head. Right. You can turn on like ghost mode, which is like ultra realism, like hardcore, where if you die, you lose your character, and like there's some like really cool, you know, just aspects about that. But yeah, sorry.
Well,
Brett, I feel like Brett wants to say something.
Yeah, you're totally fine. I'd never played any of those games, so I have no idea what you're talking about. But I think I did touch on Ghost Recon Wildlands once because there was like a free beta that we were all going to try, and then none of us played it. I downloaded it, I was ready, and I think I had like maybe 4 or 5 minutes on that game.
Yeah, I thought there was like a connection issue or something because I do remember that. I thought like someone couldn't connect in the lobby, so we were like, oh, we'll try it again tomorrow, and then we just never did.
Yeah, never did. But to touch on what Tyler said, so I think that's probably why I can't justify myself playing single player games, because most single player games are going to be $50, $60, $70. And I know Dan and I have talked about this. We've both mentioned it. Like it's a good philosophy to have. So I can justify like $1 per hour of gameplay that I'm going to put into the game, because I think like that's a good standpoint to kind of get behind, because it'll give you incentive to want to play. And if I beat the game in half the time that I should feel like it should take me, so if I'm paying $60, I want at least 50 hours of gameplay at least. But if I'm beating it in less than that, I feel like that's just not worth the money of me spending it, especially if I'm only going to play it once, or maybe I'll revisit it again and play it again. But 2 times revisiting a single player game, it just doesn't feel like the price. But that's just me. Everybody's different. Obviously, Tyler, you don't feel the same way because you are single player savant. So
yeah, no, I mean, I'll for sure, as long as I think that it's worth it, then yeah, I'm totally down to spend $60. And like, it's weird. Like, I guess I'm just so sick and tired of every game being made into this incredibly, you know, stretched out game to where it's just so much. I actually don't mind it, like spending $60 and then it being 10 hours, as long as I like thoroughly enjoyed it all the way through. But I mean, I do get though also, like if you're someone that doesn't buy a bunch of games throughout the year and you spend your $60 or $70, you want a long experience for that game, because you're not playing a bunch of games all at once. But I mean, especially for a game like New World or something that's multiplayer, like if you only see yourself, it's like, this sucks after 10 hours. Then yeah, to me, you know, you spent $70 on this game that's primarily multiplayer. You only spend a couple hours, and then it's, yeah.
Yeah. But how much was New World when it came out? Do you remember, Dan? I don't know if Tyler has ever touched it.
It was like,
wasn't it?
I think it was 50.
Yeah, it was 50, and I have 192 hours in the game.
I mean, it hasn't like overall reduced in price. It's on sale right now it's $40.
Oh, there you go. It's on sale. Go buy it. It's a good game.
Well, it's on sale for $16.
Oh,
it was 40.
Yeah.
Oh,
the like standard price is $40. If you like MMORPGs, I recommend New World for sure. It's a fun game.
Yeah, the combat alone I think is a selling point for me. But like the fact that it's $16 now plus the DLC is $30, that's pretty much the amount that you would pay for like the full game. Since it would be like $40 or $50. So I think it's worth it.
Yeah. I thought it was a really good game, and I think a lot of, you know, I can see myself getting into an MMO, but the problem is like our Discord group, by the time I'm level 5, you guys are like, yep, we beat it. And I'm like, it's been 4 days.
It's funny you mention it, and maybe we'll segue this into the games that I've been playing. As of tonight, 4 of us we just made new characters in New World. Like we're all like level 5.
Yeah.
We started like 2 hours ago. So
yeah,
if you want to play, we're playing right now. $16, definitely worth. the experience, in my opinion. There's like there's like quote unquote so much shit to do, but you don't need to do pretty much any of it. It's all like, it's very much I mean, it's an MMORPG, kind of build your own adventure type beat, but there's I mean, there's dungeons and raids, and like the combat's crazy fun. This is the only game I've ever played where I actually enjoy the professions, where like I'm like wood cutting, or like, yeah, Brett's all he does is chop trees in the game, and like the mining, and like, I don't know, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, if we're gonna segue this into the games that I've been playing, since the last episode, I've dabbled quite a bit, actually. So I have like 10 hours into Lies of P.
That's right. I was playing that too. It's a pretty.
It's fun. It's a Soulsborne game. So I mean, if you like Dark Souls, then you'll enjoy this. I actually think it's probably one of the hardest Soulsborne games, in my opinion. Really? Yeah, maybe I suck at it. I don't know, but like Elden Ring felt easier than this.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna. I think what I like about this one compared to others is it was easier to find my way around a map in this one. Like, it was more linear, so it's like, hey, you have to go this direction. I know a lot of people that played like the Demon Souls and Elden Ring probably don't like that about this game. But I guess because I'm just so used to
prefer
linear,
that personally.
You prefer the open world?
No, I prefer the linear progression of this type of game.
Yeah.
But if it's like, I don't know, like Grand Theft Auto or something, like I want to experience the world, and like, because it's fun to like, I think open world is fine in a game as long as the way the way that you traverse isn't tedious or stupid. Like, I don't want to, like in the Souls games, I mean, like, Elden Ring is fun because you have Torrent, which is your horse thing. Like, that's fun. It's fun to run around on that. So like, I don't mind the open world of that, but like Demon Souls and Dark Souls and stuff, like the world is big. It's not necessarily open world, quote unquote, but it's like area delineated. So it's like, but you still have to run to all those places, or you can teleport using like the campfires and stuff. But like, it just doesn't, I don't know. It's not the same. Like, traversing in that game is stupid. So I didn't enjoy it as much, but
yeah.
It's interesting. It's interesting thing. Sorry, just to get my 2 cents in. It's interesting that like I've heard Lies of P from like word of mouth, but I haven't seen any gameplay on it whatsoever. I don't know anything about this game. I didn't even know it was a Soulsborne game. Like, I had no idea.
Yep.
But yeah, it's kind of interesting how.
Yeah, the story is like it's Pinocchio.
Yep.
What does that mean?
Like you're
play as Pinocchio.
You're Pinocchio, and
as a real boy.
But it's like you
what?
meet. Yeah, it's actually a really interesting story. What's the Geppetto?
Yeah,
like Geppetto's in the game. Like, it's pretty interesting. If you're not gonna play it, I recommend watching a playthrough. It's pretty cool.
Why have I never heard about the premise of this game?
I don't know. It's a really cool concept, but like, to be fair, like, I didn't know the game came out until my coworkers were like, "Oh, I played Lies of P like last night." I was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, word of mouth. Like, I haven't seen any like trailer about it. I didn't like there's no reviews on it. Like, because I follow a couple YouTubers and they talk about like good games, and that has never once come up. And I've seen streamers play it, and I've heard from a couple other people that they've been playing it and they enjoy it. But I know nothing. I had no idea it was about Pinocchio.
Yep, I'm pretty sure it's on. It's on Game Pass. So if you have Xbox Game Pass, you can play it on PC or Xbox.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Quote unquote free.
Huh.
Also, that is kind of what I did for the new Assassin's Creed Mirage. You can do Uplay Connect for 13 on PC. So instead of spending $50-$60, you can just pay the Uplay Connect thing for 13. Beat it, cancel your subscription.
Honestly, Uplay Connect is probably the only other service with the except like, what's the EA one? I thought the EA one. So the reason why I like the EA one is because it gives you the highest version of the game.
EA Play.
Yeah, like I think that like that's cool to me. Or it's like, so instead of like the $60 version, you're able to play the one like the $100 version of the games. Like,
I think
granted, it's a whole separate
Plus
argument. Like,
that.
should there even be $100 versions of these games? But that's a
right.
That's a corporate greed. I'm pretty sure we talked about in an episode.
Yeah. Remember whenever I like first joined everyone in Rainbow Six Siege and I had like all the skins and you were like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, $10.
Worth it.
I mean, so for $10, that pays for the game and all of the skins as well. So it's like you almost like you might as well just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What other games have you been playing?
Oh, pretty much. Okay, so I'll just go through my list and then I'll touch on different ones. So I've Eliza P, New World. I said that we're playing again. Of course, I'm playing Valorant still. Dabbled back into Albion Online.
I feel like I've heard of that.
It's like I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like Diablo, but like cartoonish in a way. I really don't know how to. Sorry if I just offended anyone. It's like a MOBA MMORPG.
Oh, I'm looking at it now.
It reminds me of RuneScape, like just like the art alone just makes me think of RuneScape.
But yeah, it's like a PvP focused MMO or like MOBA MMORPG. It's pretty fun. It's just it's like grindy and it's crossplay on mobile, so you can Brett can play it on his phone.
Let's go. Just for the record, I've not only been playing mobile games. Those are the only mobile games that I've been playing lately. But go ahead, Dan. Continue.
Yeah, no problem. Dabbling back and forth between old school RuneScape. I'll probably always play that game. I usually hop on, skill for a little bit and then don't touch it for like 2 weeks and then go back to it. But CS2.
Before you, how is that? Really quick.
CS2. I hate it. It's terrible.
Why?
Well, I don't know. I mean, like a big issue, honestly, just I think a lot of it would be summed up with their new like sub-tick system. Like instead of paying the extra money for higher tick rate servers, and maybe I don't know what I'm talking about here, so you know.
Well, and what is
you
a
can call me
tick rate
you can
server?
call me stupid in the comments. Tick rates are how often the server essentially like checks in with what you're doing. So like on your client, if you shoot someone, like all of that information has to be like packaged up and sent to the server, and then everyone in the game checks into the server and then the server spits back to you like what happened, right? And the tick rate is how often that's happening. So like a good tick rate is 128. That's like 128 times a second. It's checking into the server to give you information from all the other players in the game.
Gotcha.
So matchmaking servers are 64 tick, which like you would think 64 times a second is good, which it is good. It's just not great. It's not the standard anymore for like where we're at in gaming. Like there's Battlefield servers with 120 people that have higher tick rate servers than 64 tick. Like I'm just like there's just essentially no excuse other than like, again, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, other than them wanting to save money and not pay for a higher tick rate official servers. But like the whole reason I'm going on this tangent is because they introduced their proprietary system called Subtick, and it's supposed to like intervally check in between the 64 ticks to essentially have like a faster response time, it does not feel like that at all. Like you'll hold an angle and someone will like fucking fly out of a doorway and headshot you before like you even have time to react. So like tick rate doesn't even just affect like gunshots and stuff like that. It affects movement. It affects everything because it's the server's like response to the inputs, right? So it's like I don't know, like nothing feels good in the game. Spraying doesn't feel good. Like I feel like I have multiple clips of me shooting people in the face and nothing is happening, like not even registering damage. It just doesn't feel good at all.
Yeah.
They did update the engine, so the skins look great.
Yeah, and that's how
there's that.
That's how like Valve
to buy more.
Makes a lot of their money is through Steam market taxes. But
yeah, and that's also crazy too, because I heard that in the first 24 hours of the game like releasing, because so CS:GO was the previous, if people don't know, CS:GO was the original, well, not the original, but like the most recent game, and they updated it to CS2. So everybody that owned CS:GO now owns CS2. They just replaced the game completely. But it's essentially the same game, just with better graphics. And in 24 hours of the game's release, they sold like 40 million cases, which is insane because it costs like $2.70 to open a case. And the cases also cost money. So like it's probably like for, I don't know what it was for CS2.
Yeah, I mean it's way less. It's like,
yeah. So for CS:GO, there were some of the cases were like 50 cents or like maybe like 28 cents or something like that. If it was closer to $1, they were more rare. But it's the keys that really make the difference. So 40 million cases.
Yeah, and the players don't sell the
$2.70.
keys, for the record. The players don't sell the keys. You have to buy the keys directly from Valve.
That is fucking highway robbery. You have to buy a key and then buy a chest.
Yeah, and like what sucks is there's no way to open that case for free. Like that's what bothers me, is like you don't get a key. You can't. There's a random chance to get a skin at the end of a game or a case at the end of a game every now and then, but you can't open that case that you get unless you have the key, and you have to buy the key from them.
That's such bullshit.
Yeah, so quick maths, in 24 hours, if it's 40 million cases and there's $2.50 per case, that's $100 million. That's like in 24 hours, that's insane. And they don't want to spend more money on a better tick rate servers. That's
yeah, I mean,
I don't understand that.
Valve gets a cut of all the Steam sales and everything. Like they're not hurting for money. So like,
it kind of,
unless they like legitimately are unable to update these servers, it's such a, like, I think Subtick was a smokescreen, and I mean, at least everyone I know says the same thing about the like how shitty the game feels to play right now.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of annoys me how much they make and they won't release new games.
Oh, Valve. Yeah,
I mean,
like Half-Life, Left 4 Dead.
Why would they? Like, they're making so much money from just slapping a new title on a game, and
that's the complacency in the industry. I mean, even Counter-Strike, like CS:GO, it took Valorant to come out for them to do any updates to CS:GO, because they had the monopoly on tactical first-person shooters, you know. Mm-hmm. Like it took like, I mean, the game was out for like 10 years before they added a feature to copy someone's crosshair whenever you're spectating them, or fucking like, and like half the shit that's in the game where it's like, oh, let's practice smokes, let's go in a lobby and like do all this other stuff. All that's community created. That like they didn't create any of that. So it's like, I mean, they created like the capability, you could argue, with the source engine, but it's like, is that it? Like I don't know. Maybe, you know, whatever. But
well, I mean, so there are new features in the game, So like there's like in CS:GO, if you bought a gun, that was your gun. You could not sell it. You couldn't
Oh my
refund
god,
it.
yeah, dude.
You
like
were stuck
10
with that
plus
gun.
years to be able to sell a gun that you
And
accidentally bought.
Yeah, and they just updated it. And I think, obviously with Valorant coming out, it's like competition, right? Competition breeds, success because they're gonna play off of each other, or one company is gonna play off of the other one if they're successful, and they're gonna take their ideas and use them. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Some people might
No, I think it's
be
good.
like, Mike, yeah, some people might be like, oh, they copied. It's like whatever. It's like that's fine. If it's a better game, who cares? But it took a long time for them to come out with new ideas, and they're not even new. They're literally copied ideas. Like the game used to be, you get to 16 rounds and you win the game, and now it's 13, and that's how Valorant has been since the game has been out, and then it's been like that for 2 years. So like, I mean, I get that, but like, you got to come up with some new, fresh ideas, and you can't just pump out new stuff. And CS:GO players love the updates, love them. They think they're amazing. They think it's the greatest thing they've ever seen. It's much better than Valorant. And to me, I'm just like, what?
I don't get the feud personally. I think both. Like, I think CS has its pluses, and I think Valorant has its pluses. Like, I really don't get the feud at all. But it's kind of like the console PC feud, right? I seen a YouTube short the other day.
How old are we?
I seen a YouTube short the other day where it was like, I forgot, it was like, PlayStation players, like when they're told they have to go to the doctor and they're like, oh, like, I don't want to go. Okay. And it's like, then they go to the PC ones and it's like, they're completely unable to speak. Like there's just unintelligible. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, what is the point of this?
I don't want.
That's something I'll never understand. Like,
well, I don't want to get into the psychology of it, but there's like, people take pride in the things they support, and they're gonna try to tear down anything else that is like the opposite of what they support. So that's just how people are. But when it's gaming, like who cares?
I think he's just getting dumpstered in Warzone by PC players. And he thinks it's like, oh, it's their fault. Mouse and keyboard is terrible.
Oh yeah, that's another big one. Controller versus mouse and keyboard. That's a big feud. That's a big argument.
Yeah,
which I don't know if we should get into.
I'll partake into that argument. However, that's not the topic right now.
Yeah, we could fill a whole episode with that.
Speaking of Warzone, I'm not playing Warzone, but I have been playing the Modern Warfare 3 beta. Maybe this is scummy of me. Personally, I don't care because maybe I am an asshole, but I got in early to the PlayStation beta because I went to GameStop and put $5 on the game, and they gave me a beta code. And then the guy that was there was like, if you're not going to get it on PlayStation, you can just cancel it next week and get your money back. Because the only way you can get into the beta at the time was if you bought the game. So
wait, hold on. So when you say you put $5 on the game, what does that mean?
Yeah, sorry. So GameStop allows you to pre-order games by only putting $5 down, and then they won't give it to you, obviously, until you pay the rest of the amount. But you were able to get into the beta if you pre-ordered the game, not just in GameStop in general. So I just went to GameStop and I was like, hey, do you get beta codes if I put $5 down? And he was like, yep. And I was like, cool. Give me a beta code.
How long is that?
$5.
That's always been a thing.
Yeah,
really?
I think that was like whenever midnight launches were a huge thing. They only had certain copies at midnight. So it's like you could walk in there and be like, yo, I pre-ordered this bitch. Give me my game.
Yeah.
I didn't realize this. I was listening to because Rooster Teeth podcast, and
yes,
any time that like Jeff, I know you know who that is, Brett.
Oh yeah,
he talks all the time going into a Best Buy and GameStop and seeing a stack of copies of a game behind the desk, and he couldn't get any of them because he didn't pre-order the game at GameStop or anywhere. So that's why there's that $5 thing. So you have to, pre-order it, put something down, then it secures your copy.
Wait, okay, so when you go back into the store, you have to give them the rest of the money that you paid, and then you just get the game.
It's more just to secure a copy.
That's so okay. That's pretty scummy.
Well, it's not. I don't think it's scummy. I think it has to do with stocking.
Well, it also has to do with information. Like I had no idea that was a thing. That.
Yeah, I think
my mind.
You're in the minority on that one, dog.
I don't know.
I actually, in high school and stuff, I didn't really mind that because it's like, oh, I know this game's coming out in 3 months. You know, I'm 16. I have $30 right now to
it's
spare.
also
I'll
like
put half of it down now.
It was a different culture back then because we would go into GameStop and like get the sheet of paper that has all the future releases, and then we would go down the line and like underline all the ones that we want. We have $40, and then we would just how much? What is that? Is that sorry, really bad at math. We'll say I have $30, and then I just put down $5 on 6 of the games that I want, right? And then it's like now I have those copies secured.
Huh. Yeah, you guys, I don't know. Do you guys use TikTok at all?
No.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Do you ever see those TikToks where it shows you how to use certain like utensils and stuff, how it's supposed to be used, and it just like it's like not very well known.
Fake as fuck that people. Oh my god! Don't get me started on those. That shit aggravates me so much.
Is
like,
your
there's
phone
one
slippery? And it's like, whoa.
No, dude, the one where it's like, I just found out what this tab on a can is for. It's to hold a straw. It's like, no, it's not, motherfucker. The hole is there so it's not just a solid piece of aluminum. It saves money and it's structurally sound.
You know what the point of a tab is in a soda can?
Oh my god, bro. Straw. That shit aggravates me so much.
Wait, here we go. Do you know what the difference between these two things is? Like, I don't have to use a straw for this one.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god. I hate those videos, Brett.
Well, that's how I feel.
Mainly because they're marketed. It's always the same. It's like you've been using this wrong your whole life. It's like, no, bitch. I've been using it the normal way. You just thought outside the bun on that one, you know?
Not even the box, the bun.
That's a Taco Bell reference.
Okay. Well, to get back on track, how's Modern Warfare 3, Daniel?
It's all right. I am a COD person. I enjoy the Call of Duties. Realistically, everyone's saying this is Modern Warfare 2.0 or 2.1 or 2.5 or whatever. I mean, sure. I think most of the maps on release are Call of Duty 2 map or Modern Warfare 2 maps, which I'm fine with. Personally, like this Modern Warfare 3 remaster is what I wanted the Modern Warfare 2 remaster to be, where it's like all the old guns, all the old maps, like that's the shit that I want. And that's coming out with this one. I put a decent amount of time into pretty much every Call of Duty that comes out, like at least 100 hours. I'll probably do it to this one as well. So going to like my scale of $1 per hour, like I think I'll be good. I mean, there's a couple things that like I think are kind of dumb, but they're actually patching stuff. Like Battle Rage was like insanely strong and they nerfed it, so that gives me hope. But I'm using keyboard and mouse on my PS5, and it's not necessarily like it's not the same. Like it's not a 1-to-1 to what it feels like on PC, so it doesn't really feel as good.
Sure, frame rate has a big part of that too.
Yeah, I think I'm also playing on 60 hertz. I can't tell because there's no way to check. You can set you can set it to 120 hertz in the PS5 settings, but it's not like a definitive 120 hertz. You set it and it's like if the game allows it, so you don't actually know if you're playing in 120 hertz or not.
I know.
Yeah.
I could.
I don't know. It just it doesn't really feel that good. What's up?
Your PS5 and Modern Warfare 3 will be running at a smooth and crisp 120 frames.
Well, it feels like shit. So
yeah, I don't know. With Call of Duty, I am a big Call of Duty guy, same as you. I don't know if I can justify spending that kind of money on essentially the same game. It's a different game, but it's the same game. Just with like different.
It comes
like,
down to, do you enjoy playing it?
I don't know if I could justify the money to spend on it. It doesn't matter how much fun I'm like. I feel like at that point it's like a job. Like I have to put the hours into it because of the cost.
Well,
so
no,
like
if it's enjoyable to play, then you buy it and you have fun playing it. Like, I don't know.
Well, I mean I think that I could revisit the hours per dollar argument, which maybe I would put the time into it, but I don't know how true this is, but I saw because I follow Charlie Intel on Twitter. Shout out to him or them, whatever. So I saw that they were selling an intervention with the same sound as like you had to buy. It was like a DLC. You had to buy the pack in order to get the sound from the original Modern Warfare 2 on the new Modern Warfare 2. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, it was a different sound. So it was like $30 or something like that.
Oh, was it like a store bundle?
That. Yeah, it was like a store bundle, and it looked like the old intervention, and it sounded like the old intervention, but it's not actually in the game unless you buy it.
Well, no, it is. The intervention's in the game.
Right, but it doesn't have the like original sound or original look.
So it's called the audio pack bundle. That's so fucking stupid,
dude. Yeah, so stuff like that, it's hard for me to want to support companies that do that.
Like fucking idiots.
For a sound, come on. Like there's no justifying that. There's just not. Like you could try, but for me that's too out there. I'm sure it's fun. I hope people have fun. I hope it does well. I don't see myself spending another $70 on a Call of Duty. I'll play maybe 100 hours of.
You're not getting Modern Warfare 3?
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like
dude, it's got Terminal.
I know it's got Terminal. It's got Favela. It's got freaking
High Rise.
It's got Skid Row. I've seen all the original maps on it, which is great.
It's just not the beta. The beta has Skid Row, Favela. Fuck, I can't remember a couple other maps. But I mean, the open beta for it's next week.
I will try that, but I don't know if I'm going to spend the money on a game that's not going to be the same game that I want it to be. But we'll see.
Yeah, I personally think the argument of like it's the same game. I hate that argument personally.
Well, obviously it's not the same game, but I feel like compared to the most recent ones, it virtually is the exact same game. It's not going to be the same as the old like the old one from 2009, but like it's going to be a new thing. It's just going to feel like the other ones. This could literally just could have been like an update.
I mean, one specific instance, I do agree. It could have been an update, or like a $30 upgrade or whatever. Like I think that would be like bring me back to the Rainbow Six Vegas, like the black. It was like red. It was like the red DLC or black DLC, and it was just like 6 new maps, all this other stuff. Like I feel like that literally could have been the same thing. However, like they made like engine changes, I guess, because you can slide cancel again. Like the movement's different, stuff like that. So maybe they didn't want to just like the people that enjoy. I mean, I know why they're doing it. They're doing it because it sells. But I'm just trying to think of like why they wouldn't just make it an update to Modern Warfare 2, and it's probably because they made like fundamental changes to the game.
Well, to me, what throws me off so much about Modern Warfare 3 is, when was the last time? I think it was like the 2003, 4 was the last time Call of Duty did one game after the other by the same company. So to me, it's like, because it was Call of Duty 2, then 3, but then it was 4, and then that's whenever they started going.
Yeah,
back
that
and
was
forth.
like Infinity War, then Treyarch, and all that stuff. Yeah, this is like Sledgehammer. Sledgehammer made this one and the last one.
So it's like, to me, it's almost like they realized that the fans were not happy with all the changes that they didn't have in Modern Warfare 2 with like all the new maps and shit like that. And then they were like, they didn't like it. How do we fix this, but then also recharge them for another game? I don't know. It just seems weird.
I will say, zombies look sick. Zombies look so good.
I actually disagree.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because like 95% of it is just from Call of Duty Cold War.
I never played Cold War.
I haven't really seen any.
Almost all of like all the zombie bosses and all that stuff. All of that's from Cold War.
Yeah, some of the power weapons, and they brought back the mystery box, and they brought back like the
It's cool that it's open world. I just think that it would.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna.
cool.
I think it's gonna get boring. Personally, I like the door system and stuff that Call of Duty has, or that Zombies has. I don't like. I don't know. I kind of don't like objective based zombies. Like,
Same.
Oh,
I just
like,
want to.
like
I
Black
just
Ops
want
4.
to. Yeah, I just want to fight hordes of zombies and see the highest round that I can get. Like, take me back to World at War zombies. You know?
Oh my god.
Like that's the type of shit that I like. I don't like the. Like, it's cool sometimes. I just don't like the whole thing being revolved around objectives.
Does anybody remember beating World at War and then like it taking you into zombies and it's like, wait, what the hell is this?
I do remember
Because it was
that
like
actually.
right after you beat the game.
Yeah.
It like you wake up
Like the
and you're in
post-credit
this-
scene is zombies.
Yeah.
Funnily
And then it
enough,
takes you into this.
I didn't beat World at War until like when I streamed the game, which was like 6 years ago or something. When I was doing like all of my Call of Duty campaign runs, I'm just playing all for the first time. Yeah, that was pretty cool. But
the World
it
at
was
War campaign was so good.
It was good. It was hard. It was very hard, but it was very good. Yeah, Call of Duty campaigns never seem to disappoint. It's just the
surprisingly.
multiplayer.
Bro, I got a hot take.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
I might have said this before, but I miss Jetpack Call of Duty.
All right. On that note, we're gonna wrap it up.
I don't know if I could say the same, but
I never.
You enjoy it, you know.
I just enjoy like the faster, like the fast paced gameplay like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I never touched Jetpack Call of Duty, but I can tell you it was not for me.
Bro, this guy's like, oh, I'm a Call of Duty fan. This motherfucker has only played Modern Warfare 2.
Listen, I played Modern Warfare 2. I played Modern Warfare 3. I played Black Ops 4 a good amount. Black Ops 1.
I kind of enjoyed Black Ops.
There's like 6 games in between those.
Nah, you know. I enjoy Call of Duty just when they're good games.
The only Call of Duty that I don't think I put at least 100 hours in, the only Call of Duty I've ever not purchased is Vanguard.
There's 3. I didn't.
Which ones did you not get?
No, I think Infinite Warfare and Vanguard. Those are the only ones.
Oh.
Yeah, Vanguard was like that game was just a Warzone update. Like legit, it was just so they could add a bunch of guns to Warzone. Everything about that game was bad.
Yep.
Like the maps were terrible, everything.
Like Scump, like obviously they all get the game early. And there was like one like clip of him streaming and he was like, yeah, dog, this is not it this year. Like before it even came out. And I'm like, all right, if he's saying something about it.
Yeah, that's bad. Because I feel like they pay him to play those games, don't they?
Yeah, I also just saw a YouTube thumbnail where he says, I got a nuke in Modern Warfare 3 already.
Yeah, he did. And in the beta, he got a nuke in the beta.
How does the nuke system work? Do you know, or do we know, or
yeah, it's like
25 gun kills or 25 kills?
30 gun kills.
30 gun kills. Huh.
And you call in the nuke. It's not like it was in the Black Ops ones or the Treyarch ones where you just get the medal and then the game doesn't end. This is like you get the 30, you call in the nuke, you end the match.
Nice. The best kind.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's sick.
Did they bring back score streaks, or is it going to be just same as kill streaks?
Currently, it's just kill streaks, and there's not even like a crazy amount of kill streaks, which is cool.
I like that.
That is pretty cool.
I actually really didn't mind score streaks that much.
I didn't mind it. It gave more incentive to playing objective, like in domination, to like capture flag and stuff like that.
I agree. Yeah, I think one of the coolest systems they did was what was it called? It was in Modern Warfare 3. And it was
the perk one.
It was like the perk streak where you get certain kills and you earn perks and you just get like just become like a juggernaut.
Yeah,
just
I remember
with all the perks in the game.
My nuke class in Modern Warfare 3 was like the perk streaks, where it was like I would start with like, oh god, I can't even remember all the perks now, but it was like I would eventually get, sleight of hand and like all these other perks where, like you said, like I'm just fucking juiced up running around the map, 15 kill streak,
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good game. My only problem with the original Modern Warfare 3 was how bland the maps were. I like the design of the maps, but it was just like a bland, very like it needed touch ups, and it just felt very boring.
I didn't care for that one that much, actually.
I enjoyed Modern Warfare 3. It was just like, I mean, it felt like Modern Warfare, just different maps, different guns and stuff, which is, I mean, that's fine. Like that's not a complaint, which I feel like most people, that is a complaint where they're like, oh, it's just a different game with new maps and new guns. It's like, well, it's fucking Call of Duty. Like, what do you expect? The one time they innovate with jetpacks and everyone's like, boots on the ground. Don't give me fucking jetpacks. We're not in space.
And then they change it back to boots on the ground. You guys do the same thing.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, dude. I think it's a bandwagon to hate Call of Duty. Like, I genuinely do. But I put a decent amount of time into all of them. So, like,
yeah,
I don't know. I feel like they're still fun to me.
I think they're still pretty fun games to play. I'm sure I'll pick up MW3 as well.
How long have we been going?
I already pre-ordered it.
Nerd. And from GameStop in 2023.
No. I bought it on Steam.
You get your $5 back?
Yeah, the GameStop one was just so I could get the beta. An hour or 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. Well, so much for a short episode.
Yeah.
One of our longer ones.
We'd like to talk. But, I mean, we can wrap it up. In terms of, like, shows for me, Only Murders in the Building. Rewatching How I Met Your Mother.
Great show.
Bless you, Tyler. Gesundheit.
Both. I've never heard of the first one, but How I Met
Only
Your
Murders in the Building?
Yeah, never heard of that.
It's got Martin Short, Steve Martin, and Selena Gomez.
Selena Gomez.
It's a good show. It's
Interesting.
It's about, I mean, they're like murder podcasters.
Nice.
But it's a good show.
I recommend. Is it the season 3?
Yeah.
How many murders can a bunch of podcasters
You'd have to watch the show and find out.
Take part in.
Watch the show and find out.
So I saw the first 2.
I just restarted Good Place, and
that's a good one too. I saw you watching it on Plex too the other day.
Yeah.
So episode 2, and I was like, oh yeah.
Season 1.
Yep. Season 1.
Yeah.
Yep. Have you seen that? Have you seen that show, Tyler?
No, Lena was pretty hooked on it for a little bit while it was
I got
on.
halfway through the last episode of the entire show, like the series finale, and I couldn't finish it. It got too real.
Yeah, it's a very good show. It's one of those shows that starts off strong, but then it only gets stronger. It's a very good show, and it's only 4 seasons. It's 12 episodes per season.
Yeah, which is crazy because I feel like it was so much longer. Then I rewatched it, and I was like, "Damn, I'm already here."
Yep. Yeah, there's
only wait a year between seasons.
Oh, it's ended now, but
yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
But,
yeah.
Like waiting a year. Yeah. Same thing with like The Walking Dead. Like you could watch that pretty quickly, and it's like, wait, I'm already on season 3.
Yeah.
It's like it's been 4 days.
Yeah. Well, the first season was only like 6 episodes, and the second season was like 20.
I remember. God, I'll still bring this up when we watch. Like we can say we watched.
Dude,
we watched the
Tyler
whole
and
first.
Tyler and I had a ritual. And that ritual was we would go to Best Buy and find a series to watch, and then go to Buffalo Wild Wings and get takeout, and then go back to his house and just binge the entire season of multiple shows.
And I will say we did that for The Walking Dead before anyone even really knew what the hell it was.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, and the funny thing is like it was in the W's, so we had to go through a lot of shows to get to The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Then it's like that's the one that we picked.
Yeah, a lot of people kind of rip on that show, but I think it's pretty good. I think it stays pretty good. There are some seasons that are like, why did they do that? But I think for 15 or not 15 seasons, I'm thinking of Supernatural. For 11 seasons, I think the show stayed continuous.
I think Fear the Walking Dead is better.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one yet.
I do think The Walking Dead had one of the best season 1s out of like any show ever. I mean, it got you fucking hooked.
Mm-hmm.
True.
It was so good.
Yep.
Hooked enough to we watched all 6 episodes in one night.
True. I was
Wait,
back in
all 6?
I was back in high school.
2012, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember season 2 being talked about a lot, and the barn. I just remember the you mentioned the barn scene, and yeah, like people just know what you're talking about.
Well, I think we bought the season 1 in between season 1 and season 2.
Yeah.
So, like,
season two wasn't finished airing yet. Like it was still on TV. So we had bought season 1, and then Tyler actually kept watching it. I think he like got caught up on season 2, and I didn't.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, it's a very good show.
Once
It's
a
a
certain
long show,
character
but-
passed away, I stopped watching it.
Yeah,
Season
gotta watch and
6.
find out.
Yeah, you gotta watch.
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
It's been like what 6 years at this point.
Don't matter, dude. No spoilers.
If you haven't seen it, it's your fault.
Well, I think the most recent. So there's actually like 3 spin-off shows that are coming out.
Yeah.
That have to do
Well,
with the same storyline.
there's 3 out currently.
Oh, I think there's only 2 out currently.
Or maybe
so there's
it is 2.
there's Dead City, and
there's
then
3.
the second
There's
one.
3. Fear the Walking Dead,
Oh yeah, that's true.
Dead City, and then Daryl or whatever the
Yep.
fuck it's called.
Yep.
The fact that they can make 4 shows out of one show is pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's just a universe. That's just the universe of the show. I think it's the kind of show that could last. If they wanted to, they could extend its life for a long period of time. But I know it's based on comics, so it's got to come to an end at some point.
I think the comics came after.
Did the comics come after?
I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure it was based on the comics. Hold on.
I thought it was too,
maybe
but-
like the initial seasons or something, but
Yeah.
I could have swore like I remember reading something that the show passed up the comics in terms of like storyline.
Was made October 8th, 2003. But I do know that they went pretty far away from the comics because like Shane, for example, died in like the second comic.
Yeah, and I remember there was one
maybe that's
character.
what it was. It was like it deviated from the comics. I don't remember.
Yeah.
It could, yeah. But I do remember there was one, and the only reason why I know this is because there was like this was a huge deal. One of the main characters of the show actually, he ended up dying, and he bought a house. He was ready to continue shooting and stuff, but they killed him off. So he thought he was going to keep going, but he didn't know they were going to kill him off. Because he read the comics, like he knew like what was gonna be happening in the future, and they just didn't go in that direction. So,
What a
but yeah,
blunder.
great show. Yeah, what a blunder. I don't know if you know who that is referring to, but that was a blunder, if you ask me.
Yeah. Okay. We can wrap up.
I think we're
All right, dogs.
good.
It's a
All
Sunday
right.
night, you know? Like,
Yeah,
you
it is
got-
Sunday night.
makes it worse.
I got a doctor's appointment in the morning. I got more New World to play tonight. So
Yeah, and for those of you that are currently listening and didn't know, we have a YouTube channel, and we played Baldur's Gate once. If you want to go watch that playthrough.
And if you're listening on YouTube, we have Spotify. I'm just kidding.
We're gonna. I mean, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna extend this any longer. But I do not know if finishing that game is in our future.
We can certainly try.
We could try.
We just
99 more episodes.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of time.
Very fun game, but maybe we'll try a different game and
we'll
just
play
like
that game for the next 5 years.
Yeah. All right. Well, be sure to leave us a rating. We appreciate it. Appreciate you. Thanks for listening. If you're this far, you're a real one.
Thank you.
Yep, that's it for me.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.